You can't see me, but I can see you. Just kidding, I can't see you. Hey! Yoshi on the go here, and I've got a very awesome video for you guys today. This is my room tour 2017, and to kick things off, we've got these lovely photography projects that I have taken. Well, these first two got this pic of Seattle. It's a little dark. Hi, Norman. And then this awesome colorful pic with Norman, and then Buddy, rest in peace, died a little while ago. I really like this square format, and I really love Instagram for that reason, just because it's square, although you don't have to do square. In the last of the photos in my hallway, we've got Steve Jobs doing his thing. Now, I didn't make the, I didn't take this or make up that quote. I just put the two and two together to make an awesome homage to my boy here, Steve. But, oh, the door's closed. What's behind this door? Let's open it and find out. So, the first thing we see when we're walking in the door is this awesome part, but I want to get behind it. So for my door, I've got this awesome shoe rack that fits on the back. Fits all my shoes. You see, I kind of like shoes a little bit. Got a lot of different options, a lot of different colors to choose from, so I can always match up with my shirt or whatever I want to do. So that's pretty awesome. I don't see this too often, but my Walking Dead poster, Don't Look Back, as well as this little Boy Scout arrow thing. Now, the most prominent thing you can see here is I've got a lot of tech. A lot of tech. So this is kind of my Apple area, except for this recent addition with my Nintendo portables. We can start from the top. We've got the Zion poster, got this Marvel poster, all these boxes for iPods, Apple TVs, Magic keyboards, Magic trackpads, Airport, and iPhone. I even have the original iPhone. It's the one with 4 gigabytes. So that's pretty awesome. These are some of the things I've collected over the years. This is my very first Mac Mini. Although even back in 2006 it was pretty slow, but I just love this thing because it started my love of editing and my love of movies, because finally I could make them, not just watch them. And it all started with this guy right here. Now, these two I picked up at garage sales. We've got a classic Macintosh, which is just modeled as the original one would be. Got my Seattle Mariners hat. I am from Seattle. This one has a little, like the GameCube has a handle that you can take it places if you want to. This thing is the Power G4 Cube, and it is legit my favorite computer Apple has ever made. This thing is so stinking cool. In order to access the guts of this thing, you can actually flip it over, push a little handle up, and pull the whole computer out of the shell. It's mad. It's the coolest thing ever. One day I hope to gut this thing and have modern parts in it and make a cute little Windows Hackintosh gaming rig. Yeah, I mean, seriously, even to this day, this is my favorite industrial design of anything anyone has made. Apple, Nintendo, Sony, whatever. This is the top of the line for me. Now, of course, I've got this IKEA bookshelf with it's just, I don't know, got posters, cables and technology, Pokemon stuff, interesting magazines, collection stuff, just for general purpose storage. And then right down here I've got my Akitio Thunder Bay. So we've got 4 hard drives going on there through Thunderbolt. That's really nice to have all that extra space for stuff for projects that you need. And then this recent edition, whoa, there's a lot of tech right here going on. There's this awesome website called Rose Colored Gaming, and they're the ones that made these custom acrylic stands. They have a custom one for all of the Nintendo portables, and a lot of other portables as well as cartridges. And they have this special set of Pokemon cartridges, which I'll do close-ups later. And so, like, my gosh, this is incredible. I originally wanted to put these on the wall of Pokemon that I'll show you in a second, but it didn't work out, so. But seriously, guys, this is like just the best. And then, of course, that's shadowed by this really awesome Nintendo poster that I just made. It's still a work in progress, but this is pretty much what it looks like. The Switch event inspired me. 2017, everything has come to this. Basically, it shows what each console and what each portable has done and how the Switch has used those features, and how really the Switch is just the culmination of everything Nintendo has done, all in one device. And it's a really awesome poster. If you're interested in printing this off for yourself, I can email you the PDF, or if you want it as like a wallpaper for your computer or your tablet, let me know and we'll make it happen. We'll work something out. All right, next up is my desk. This is where I spend most of my time. Got the 5K iMac, got the 23-inch Apple ADC display. ADC means, what does ADC mean? Apple Display Connection. And basically what that is like a 2001 version of Thunderbolt or HDMI, where it would power the display, provide video, and also has a little USB hub. Now this is a 23-inch model, just a little bit taller than 1080p, and at the time it came out, like in 2002-ish, it was like $3,000 or $4,000 just for this monitor. I got off Craigslist for like 60 bucks, and I've been using it ever since. So I've had this for like maybe 6 or 7 years, and it's awesome. This setup is so tight, and it shares the same aesthetic as the G4 Cube. So one day maybe I can get this, put a 4K or a 5K in this guy, and yeah, that would be freaking awesome. Got all my peripherals right here. Got the MX Master from Logitech, and of course the Magic Trackpad, the Magic Keyboard, some of my favorite peripherals ever. These are some Skull Candy headsets that I use for Xbox as well as recording, and I've got this awesome headset stand that doubles as a USB hub, which is super cool. Hiding underneath this thing is just, we got another keyboard and then just a ton of hard drives and a ton of Blu-rays that I have not yet ripped to my collection, and that's another video, so you can just click in the description or something when you want to check that out. Now, immediately above my computer is what I call the wall of Pokemon. Holy crap, this is something. So I'm a bit of a Nintendo fan, especially Pokemon. I've started to, just last year, collect all of the other main series games that I didn't have yet. So we're still missing a few spots right here, but it's pretty much every generation, and there's always a Pikachu or a Pokemon edition of the hardware that goes with it. So, I mean, guys, this is so cool. Also have some New Year's resolutions. We'll see how that works out. One of my favorite things about the desk is when the door's open, chilling like, oh my gosh, I'm so bored, what do I do? I look out, and who's that looking at me, staring me down? None other than the man himself, Steve Jobs. And he's like, Parker, get to work. And I'm like, huh, what would Steve do? Oh yeah, let's do something cool. Immediately to the right of my desk, we've got a Zelda poster, and it's been here for a while. I can easily swap it out, but I like it. It's a great size. We used to have the Walking Dead poster though right here, but when I put up the wall of Pokemon and these metal IKEA things, there was no room for it. Speaking of these metal things, yeah, these are from IKEA and they're super cool. It's really just to show off what you got. This first shelf I have all my Steelbooks, all my Blu-rays, and I've done a video about that, and I actually need to do an update soon, so you can click on the screen or in the description below, check that stuff out. I also have all the GameCube, Wii, and Wii U stuff, as well as Xbox 360 and Xbox One stuff, and they're filling up. But this isn't, for as far as the video games go, this isn't all of it. I've got most of it in a box in the closet. And speaking of video games, yeah, we've got a lot of them. Got some picks up here. Where do I start? Well, we've got some retro stuff here. We've got the old TV, just for the older stuff. And then down below, more storage. Got Nintendo controllers. Got all my portable stuff. Game Boy DS, whatever. Xbox controllers, etc. And then some Mario DDR dance pads. That game is super dope. I've never been able to 100% it, but maybe one day. Maybe. Bit of a newer TV with all of the consoles. So we got the Xbox One, the Nintendo Entertainment System, Super NES, my awesome orange N64, and of course, the one that started it all, the GameCube. Right next to it, I've just got controller stuff and, you know, snack food, essential snack food, and other places for the games. We've got N64, NES, and Super Nintendo. I also have my 360 and my Wii. Guys, this is really sad. My Wii is broken, and I haven't been able to play it for like 4 or 5 years. It's been a really long time. Good news though is that I just got a Wii U the day before the Switch announcement thing, and maybe I should have waited to get the Wii U, because now I'm probably going to miss out on that Switch launch. We'll get that Wii U coming in and I can play all my Wii games again. Yay! I just don't know how I'll transfer all that stuff. Up top we have this awesome 32-inch panel, 60 Hertz. Special Halo controller charging thing, which is another video I did that you can check that out. And this huge thing, a freaking soundbar. This is actually my parents' soundbar, but they never really use it. And not only is it a soundbar, but it has a 5.1 surround sound setup. But here's the subwoofer, and here's one of the back tweeters, and here's another back tweet. Last week, I just played Left 4 Dead 2 in 5.1 surround sound for the first time. Well, that was my first video game ever in surround sound, and holy cow, there's no going back. It was just incredible. I got my special Club Nintendo DS holder, and then the craziest part of my collection is a Virtual Boy. Now, this is made by Nintendo in like 1995, so it's quite old. It's quite old. But shoot, Nintendo was doing virtual reality like 20 plus years ago. They beat everyone to the punch. It's not exactly that good, but there are some really fun ones, like the Wario game and Mario's Tennis are all pretty fun. It took 6 AA batteries, and those batteries lasted just a couple hours, so it was very, very power hungry. We also have some Virtual Boy games in the original boxes. Can you believe that, guys? Original boxes. And then some gold peripherals as well. And my Pokemon cards down here. Whew, so this is pretty crazy. Now I've got these 2 huge like closets, so I've got 2 places for posters right now. I've got A Link Between Worlds, and Doctor Strange. And what I really like about this style of poster is you can just pull the sides off and put in a new poster in 2 minutes. So this is what's hot right now. Pretty soon Spider-Man and, I don't know, Halo Wars 2 or some other poster will replace that, but then eventually it'll all cycle through. So I really like having these posters because they're easy to change out. Also have a digital photo frame. Well, it's super awesome. The biggest problem I have with that is that if I turn it off, it won't remember where I left off, and so every time you turn it back on, it starts over again. And when you have like 4,000 photos, it takes like hours and hours and hours to cycle through that. So it's kind of a bummer, but maybe that's a feature that exists in newer ones. I don't know. In the last corner of my room, I've got more awesome video game stuff. So down here, mostly Halo. Got the Reach Special Edition, Halo 3 Special Edition, Halo 5 Special Edition. Weird story about Halo 5. So I bought that game like 3 or 4 times. It's pretty crazy. So my cousin works for Microsoft, so I can get discounts on their software that they produce. I bought just the middle version with the disc. First of all, because I wanted that disc. And second of all, it was cheaper. There's no way I was shelling out $250 for this behemoth. But when I bought it, I was going on a road trip to visit some friends to have a Halo party, but it didn't arrive. So when I got there, I had to run to Best Buy and I just bought the cheaper version. So that's the second time I bought it. I also bought it digitally so I could give it to a friend that just got an Xbox, so that's the 3rd time I bought it. And then, a year ago, Best Buy was having this flash freak sale, and so I picked up the Legendary Edition with the statue and everything for like $60. Pretty good. Yeah, I've purchased Halo 5 4 times. Absolutely crazy. We also have some pretty awesome amiibos, just chilling. And then up here on this floating shelf is all my Pokemon stuff. So again, got some cool figures, except for the Pikmin and the Super Scope. Then of course there's my bed. Above the bed I've got this sweet signed poster of Halo 3 ODST. That's one of my favorite posters ever. Super legit. Right next to it I've got all of my posters of various movies that I've made on YouTube, which you can check them all out. Got Zombie Movie, and then I made a special Japanese poster. It's not actually in Japanese, but it looks cool. Zombie Movie, House of White, CSI Utah, and my most recent movie, Not Alone. Seriously though, please check them out. I worked hard on all of them, and they're all good in their own ways. And last but certainly not least, down here by the front door, we have this beautiful creature known as Emma Watson. And depending on how the posters turn out, this poster might be replaced by Beauty and the Beast. But we'll see. I'll be the judge of that. Oh yeah, I also have this super cool emerald poster right down here that I'm looking to replace with the primal versions for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but I haven't been able to find that yet. So again, this Nintendo Corner poster thing is something that I've been doing for years. The last time I made a Nintendo poster was in 2012, so it's been quite a while. Usually I make it around E3, but with the announcement of the Switch, I just couldn't help myself and sunk a few days into making this guy. Now, if you are at all interested, here's a close-up. I would probably take away the Nintendo Corner number 9, January 2017. But if you do have any interest whatsoever in either printing it out, putting it up in your room, or if you want to use it for a wallpaper on your computer or your iPad, please let me know. Tweet me, Yoshi on the Go. You can message me on YouTube, and you can also email me at yoshionthego@gmail.com. Put in the subject line, like Nintendo poster. We'll get something worked out, and I'll email you that file, and you can do whatever you want with it. Shoot, wow, that's it. That's a pretty long video. A lot of posters, a lot of video game stuff, a lot of technology. So that's my room tour for 2017, and hopefully you guys saw some cool stuff. If you liked something that you saw, please give this video a thumbs up and consider sharing it with friends. If you thought this was a stupid waste of time, though, well, you know what to do. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much, and bye. Oh my gosh, Norman, I forgot about you. Hey. Hey, Norman. Hi. Hey, bud. How you doing? How you doing? Huh?